In this video, we'll learn how to work with numerical variables in Java. We'll set values, read them, perform arithmetic operations, and more. When working with numbers in Java, it's important to use the right data type depending on the kind of value you need to store. For whole numbers, Java provides the integer type. If you're working with decimal numbers, you can use either double or float. An int, short for integer, is used to store whole numbers without a decimal point. For example, if we want to store the value 15, we can declare an int variable and give it the value of 15. Now, if you need to store numbers with decimal points, like 30.75, you can use the double type, which stands for double precision floating point numbers. Java also provides the float type for decimal numbers. However, there is a small catch. If you assign a value to a float, you need to add the letter F to the end of the number. This tells Java that it is a float. While you can use float, it's generally better to stick with the double for higher precision, unless you have specific memory constraints. Once you've declared and assigned values to variables in Java, you'll often want to display their values to the user or verify them during development. This is where the system.out.println method comes in. The println method is Java's built-in way to print output to the console. You can use it to display both text and variable values. In these examples, we're combining a text string like whole number with the variable value using the plus operator. You can use the println method as a quick way to debug your code by displaying the current values of your variables. In Java, you can perform basic arithmetic operations directly with variables. Addition combines two numbers, for example, if we want to add 10 to a variable whole number. Multiplication is just as simple, as we multiply decimal number by 2.5. We can divide numbers as well, like dividing decimal number by 3. The modulus operator, represented by the percent symbol, is used to find the remainder when one number is divided by another. While this might sound a little abstract, it's an incredibly useful operator, especially in scenarios like determining whether a number is even or odd, or breaking tasks into smaller cycles. Let's take a simple example. Imagine we have a variable whole number with the value of 15. If we want to divide it by 4 and find the remainder, we can use the modulus operator. When the code runs, the value of remainder will be 3, because 15 divided by 4 leaves a remainder of 3. One common use of the modulus operator is to check if a number is even or odd. A number is even if you can divide it by 2 and have a remainder of 0. If the remainder is 1, the number is odd. This technique is especially handy in programming when you need to categorize numbers or perform specific actions based on their properties. In Java, you can quickly increase or decrease the value of a variable by 1 using shorthand operators called increment and decrement operators. These are especially useful in situations where you need to count up or down, like looping through a set of numbers or tracking iterations. The decrement operator, represented by two minus signs, decreases the value of a variable by 1. These shorthand operators are handy for situations where you need to make simple adjustment to a variable's value without writing extra code. Compound operators allow you to combine arithmetic and assignment operators in a single step. Instead of writing longer expressions, you can simplify them with these shorthand operators. For example, the plus equal operator adds the value to the variable and updates it immediately. Similarly, times equal multiplies the variable by a value and reassigns the result. Compound operators also work for subtraction, division, and modulus, using minus equal, divide equal, and percent equal. These operators make your code cleaner and easier to read while reducing redundancy. This video covered how to use numerical values in Java, including setting values, reading them, performing arithmetic operations, and using shorthand operators like plus equal and minus minus. These concepts are foundational for working with numbers in your programs. For more practice and in-depth tutorials, visit breakpointcoding.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your comments. See you in the next video.